Hi everyone, welcome. The new episode of Peter's English Podcast has been started. I'm your host Peter and I'm the owner of my own Peter's English Podcast. And let's go with the slogan. Learn English, be successful, change your life, open a lot of doors, create your own podcast, write your own novel. You don't need to be talented because learning English is for everyone. And it's true. Okay, people, this is picture in picture mode episode where I want to share with you uh, how to learn English with the help of Microsoft Copilot because I want to choose study and learn mode of Microsoft Copilot. And in this PIP episode, I want to continue with the second group of prepositions that I want to share with you. And you can see how study and learn mode of Microsoft Copilot really works. Okay, wait a minute, everything is okay. And we can simply start without any further ado. Everything is working. And okay, we have to activate study and learn mode. Here is I'm streaming and recording on my YouTube channel via OBS Studio, the new live stream of my podcast. It's a PIP episode about learning English with study and learn on Microsoft Copilot. Let's start with the second group of prepositions in English. Now we have to wait a minute. Cables, yes, people, I like cables, but this is professional. This is a professional headphones. Oh, wait a minute. I have to put somewhere these interesting cables. But okay, yes, I can. Peter, right? Why are you playing with cables? Don't do that. Okay, and don't be nervous. Okay, we can continue. F5, and here is. Can you see it? I think yes, you can. Okay, let's start. I'm streaming and recording on my YouTube channel via OBS Studio the new live stream of my podcast. It's a PIP episode about learning English with study and learn mode of Microsoft Copilot. Let's start with the second group of prepositions in English. Great, Peter, since you're live and alive too, and this is a PIP lesson. Let's ease into group 2 prepositions of movement, the study mode away. Step, not away, but way. Wait a minute. Okay. Oh, okay. Step by step, one idea at a time with you discovering the meaning as we go. Let's begin gently. Okay, I think the gently way is the best start. First small step. When we talk about movement, we usually describe a direction. So let me ask you a simple warm-up question. If I say, I'm walking to the shop, what does the prepositions to tell us about the movement? Take your time. Just a short explanation in your own word. It's a direction. Okay. Have to wait for the answer. It is. It's a direction. Exactly. Two shows direction. Great start, Peter. Let's build on that slowly, one idea at a time. Just like a real study and lesson. Since you're live and alive until now, let's continue. Let's move to the next movement preposition and let you discover the meaning again. Next step. Imagine this situation. The cat jumps into the box. What does into tell us about the movement? Uh, the cat wants to jump into something. We have to wait for the answer. We have to wait. Okay, we can continue. The cat wants to jump into something. Yes, that's the idea you're reaching for. Let's sharpen it just a little so it becomes a clear, teachable definition for your viewers. When we say the cat jumps into the box, into doesn't just mean towards something, it means movement from the outside to the inside. So a stronger version of your answer is the cat moves from outside the box to the inside of the box. Nice work. Let's keep the rhythm going. Next one. What does out of mean in this sentence? She walked out of the room. Uh-huh. She is escaped from the room. Okay, we have to wait. F5. She escaped from the room. That's a fun way to put it, and it actually helps us get the meaning right. When you say she escaped from the room, you're describing the idea of leaving. That prepositions out of tell us the movement pattern, starting inside, moving to the outside. So the clean meaning is she moved from the inside of the room to the outside of the room. Your answer shows you understand the direction perfectly. Now we just shape it into a clear explanation for your viewers. Let's keep the flow going with the next movement preposition. What does onto mean in this sentence? The cat jumped onto the table. Aha. The cat jumped on the table. She jumped on something. You have to wait. Okay, F5. Can you see it? Yes, you can. The cat jumped on the table. She jumped on something. That's a good instinct. Onto is definitely about moving on something. But let's shape it a bit so your viewers get the exact movement idea. When we say the cat jumped onto the table, the prepositions onto tells us the cat started not on the table, then moved upward and ended on the surface. So the clean meaning is movement from a lower place to a higher surface. Aha. You already captured the idea. No, it's just clearer and more precise for teaching. Let's keep the flow going with the next one. What does off mean in this sentence? He fell off the bike. He moved from something on something somewhere to somewhere. Okay, we have to wait. F5. He moved from something to somewhere. That's the Peter, you cannot write in English. That's the right direction. Peter, you're sensing that off describes a movement away from a surface. Aha. Let's shape it a little so it becomes a clear, simple explanation your viewers can understand instantly. When we say he fell off the bike, the preposition off tells us he started on the bike, then moved down or away, and ended not on the bike anymore. So the clean meaning is movement from a surface to a lower or separate place. Aha. You already captured the idea. Now it's just clearer and more precise. Let's keep the lesson flowing. Next one. What does along mean in this sentence? We walked along the river. Aha. We walked around something. You have to wait. 5. Oh, what happened? Wait a minute, people. I clicked on something. You cannot see nothing. Okay. F5. Wait a minute. Yes, now it's everything okay. Let's continue. Can you see it? Yes, you can. We walked around something. That's a good first instinct, Peter. Along often feels like near or around something. Let's slow it down one step so you can shape it into a clear teaching explanation for your viewers. When we say we walked along the river, the movement is not in circles and not around the river. It's movement following the line or path of the river. Aha. So the meaning is movement in the same direction as something long, like a river, a street, a wall, or a coastline. You're thinking in the right direction. Now it's just more precise. Let's keep the flow of the lesson going. Next one. What does across mean in this sentence? She ran across the street. She ran through the street. We have to wait. Okay. Now F5. She ran through the street. That's a very natural first reaction, Peter. Across and through can feel similar because both describe movement, but in English they describe two completely different movement patterns. And this is a great moment in your life lesson to help your viewers feel the difference. Aha! Across, movement from one side to the other side of a flat, open space. She ran across the street. From one side of the street to the opposite side. We walked across the field from one edge to the other edge. Oh, I'm sorry, people, I'm a little tired. It's like drawing a straight line over the surface. Aha. Through. Movement inside something, entering it and then exciting it. She ran through the forest, inside the trees, then out the other side. Aha. The train goes through the tunnel, inside the tunnel, then out. It's like moving inside a space, not over it. Your answer shows you're thinking about movement, which is the right direction. Now you can give your viewers the clean distinction across one side to the other side, through inside, out the other side. Aha. Yes, you are right, of course. Let's finish the group with the last one. What does through mean in this sentence? We walk through the forest. Wait a minute. It means going via forest. We have to wait. Via. It means going via forest. That's a good starting idea, Peter. Via the forest already shows you understand that the movement goes through a space, not around it. Let's shape it one small step further so it becomes a clear, simple explanation for your viewers. When we say we walked through the forest, the preposition through tells us. We entered the forest, we moved inside it, and we came out on the other side. So the clean meaning is movement inside a space from one side to the other. You now completed all 8 prepositions of movement in group 2. Nicely done during a live stream. Before we wrap this group, do you want to give your viewers one example sentence using through in your own words? I had to to escape from Viera through her vampires, through her female vampire. Why not? Okay, we have to wait. F5. I had to escape from Viera through her female vampires. That sentence works well for practicing through, and it keeps the tone playful without crossing into anything inappropriate. Let's shape it into a clear, teachable example your viewers can understand. Have your sentence uses through. Your idea shows the core meaning of through, starting outside a group, moving inside the group, ending on the other side. So your playful sentence can be interpreted as I had to move from one side of the group of vampires to the other side, passing inside the group. This keeps the meaning clear and stays appropriate for an English lesson. Clean example for your viewers. You can present it like this on stream. I had to escape through a group of vampires. I entered the group, moved inside it, and it came out the other side. This shows the movement pattern perfectly. Would you like to give your viewers one more example with through maybe something from everyday life? Oh, I've been streaming for 17 minutes. It's high time to read the story and Bob's your uncle. Uh, that's it for today's episode. Create a 500 word story inspired by my novel Viera the Vampire Diary. Use a lot of funny, wild dialogues. Use today's English grammar. Don't use my don't use anything from my personal life or the name of my village. Okay, let's wait, people, for the story, and we can end this live stream. And because you like a good funny dialogues of the story created by Microsoft Copilot, it's not so perfect like mine, but who cares? I think that for the learning process, it's a good and funny story, and I think it's a really very it's a really good story. Okay, now here is the story. I think it looks normal. And okay, F5, and let's start it. Oh, what I'm doing? Here nothing, of course. Here, F5. Okay. I hope I didn't. Wait a minute. I didn't move something with here. I mean in OBS Studio, but I think everything looks great, and the volume is in the right position in OBS Studio audio mixer. Yes, it is. and I didn't move with physical volume of my microphone. Okay, okay, we can start. I can hear myself better. And here is the story. Okay. That's it for today's episode. Create a 500-word story inspired by my novel Viera the Vampire Diary. Use a lot of funny wild dialogues. Use today's English grammar. Don't use anything from my personal life or the name of my village. Now, people, I want to read you the story generated by Microsoft Copilot. It was inspired, uh, with my story, with my novel, Viera the Vampire Diary, but the story is created by Microsoft Copilot. I'm going to read it. I'm going to read you the story created by Microsoft Copilot right now. Here's a fresh, original 500-word story inspired by Viera the Vampire Diary, filled with wild, funny dialogue and using today's grammar topic, prepositions of movement, to, into, out of, onto, off, along, across, through. No personal life details, no village names. Wait a minute, this is a comedy. Someone has to move with the... I think it's everything okay. Okay, let's start. Can you see it? Yes, you can. This story is here. Okay, I'm going to read you the story. Here's a fresh, original 500-word story inspired by Viera the Vampire Diary, filled with wild, funny dialogue and using today's grammar topic, prepositions of movement, to, into, out of, onto, off, along, across, through. No personal life details, no village names. Let's go. Viera the Vampire Girl and the Midnight Escape. Viera the Vampire Girl slammed her diary shut and hissed, "Oof! Why does every night..." Wait a minute, I cannot read it, it's too loud. Wait a minute. Why is so loud? Wait a minute. I can move with the volume of monitoring device. Okay, now is okay. Yes, it is. Okay, now is okay. I think it is. I can start to read. Okay, I don't know what happened. I simply press F5 into OBS Studio. I think that I could increase the volume, but now it's okay. Let's do it. Wait a minute. Okay, now I can read the story. Viera the Vampire Girl and the Midnight Escape. Viera the Vampire Girl slammed her diary shut and hissed, "Oof! Why does every night have to be so dramatic?" She jumped onto her coffin like it was a trampoline. "I just want one peaceful evening." From the corner of the crypt, her best friend Rina peeked out of a dusty wardrobe. "Peaceful? You? Impossible! You attract chaos like bats attract moonlight." "I do not!" Viera protested. At the exact moment, the heavy stone door burst open and 3 junior vampire apprentices ran into the room screaming, "Viera! Viera! The Blood Council is coming to inspect your room." "My room!" Viera shrieked. "Why? I didn't do anything." Rina raised an eyebrow. "You turned the high priest cloak into a pink glitter cape." "It was an improvement," Viera said. The apprentices continued running around the room and in circles. "They're coming! They're coming! They're coming!" "Stop running around like headless chickens," Viera shouted. "Run across the hall and warn the others." The apprentices immediately ran into each other instead and fell onto the floor. Rina sighed. "We need a plan." Viera nodded. "Yes, step 1, escape. Step 2, hide. Step 3, pretend none of this ever happened." "That's your plan every time," Rina said. "It works." They sprinted along the corridor, capes flying behind them. Viera pointed ahead. "Quick! through the library. But the librarian hates noise, Verena whispered. We'll be quiet, Vera promised. They were not quiet. The moment they ran into the library, Vera tripped over a stack of spell books and crashed onto a table. The librarian rose from behind the desk like an angry ghost. Out! She roared. They ran out of the library faster than a bat escaping sunlight. Okay, Rina panted. New plan. We go through the garden, across the courtyard, and straight to the old tower. Perfect, Vera said. No one ever goes there. They dashed through the garden, dodging carnivores' roses. One of the roses snapped at Vera's cape. Hey, bad plant, she yelled. They ran across the courtyard, jumped over a sleepy gargoyle, and burst into the abandoned tower. Finally safe, Viera collapsed onto the dusty floor. We made it! Rina leaned against the wall. For now. Suddenly a deep voice echoed through the tower. Viera! Viera froze. Oh no, it's the high priest! The door cracked open. The high priest stepped into the room, holding the pink glitter cape. Explain, he said. Viera stood up proudly. I improved your fashion. Rina face-palmed. The high priest stared at the cape, then at the Viera, then back at the cape. Finally, he sighed. Fine. It's fine. It actually looks dramatic. Viera gasped. You like it? No, he said. But it suits you. Viera grinned. So, I'm not in trouble. You're always in trouble, he said. But at least you're entertaining. Viera whispered. But that in your diary, Viera smirked. Oh, I will. If you want the next story to focus on another grammar topic, just tell me which one you're teaching next. Okay, people, I think that's it. I want to wait for until 30 minutes because I like the whole numbers, not these 27 or 28 minutes. And as you know, I can ramble for 1 hour without problems, like a pro, like my hero, like my podcaster Luke from Luke's English Podcast. Hi, Luke. Great. You are doing great job for hours. People listen to Luke's English Podcast. It's a great English podcast for you. It's a free ad for Luke because it's important. You know that you can listen interesting English podcasts like myself and change your life forever like me. Okay, people. The last 2 minutes of this episode, and I think that this kind of PIP episodes can be really interesting because you can use AI chatbots, especially Microsoft Copilot, study and learn mode of Microsoft Copilot as your personal English teacher. Thanks to him, you can practice everything, every kind of grammar that you can practice, and Microsoft Copilot can create very interesting and funny stories. Where can be this kind of English grammar, you can read and have fun with it, and you can create a podcast like me and change your life forever, and you can write your novel like me. In my case, it's Viera the Vampire Diary. And okay, in the end of this episode, I want to continue with picture in picture episodes. And this Friday, 6th of March or March 2026 is my next publish day of Peter's English Podcast, where I want to publish every episode from the last 14 days. And I'm so happy that my numbers of my podcasts are increasing. The statistics of my Spotify for creators, and they are about total numbers of streams or downloads from the all podcast apps, except YouTube, because YouTube is always terrible. And okay, it was so. The volume of my monitoring system. Yes, it was so. Okay, people, That's it. Follow me everywhere. Read my novel Viera the Vampire Diary. Now it's too loud. Okay, now it's better. Follow me everywhere. Read my novel Viera the Vampire Diary. You can support me with positive comments, with following, of course, and what else? And I can read you my slogan and Bob's your uncle, and we can go sleep. Learn English, be successful, change your life, open a lot of doors, create your own novel, create your own podcast, write your own novel. You don't need to be talented because learning English is for everyone. Okay, people, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and I want to tell you bye bye, bye bye.